Guys, stop it. That's too much praise. I would, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good evening.
I would say, hail Satan. But my mom is Spanish and I don't want a chancla against my face. So I'm gonna just do my set, I think. I like ice cream. I'm sure Satan does too. He's usually trying to get in on some dairy with me. Particularly Klondike bars. Those are like the shit. They had this slogan. I heard a yes in the audience. They had this slogan. They were like, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" And if it comes down to it, honestly, I'll just purchase one. You know, I don't really care. I'm crazy. I'll go into that store and I promise you guys, I will slam down $2 on that bitch. I'll be like, give me one of those Klondike bars. I don't know why they're behind the counter. Doesn't really make a difference. I wrestle. Thank you, Bird, for the praise. It's nice when the aviaries applaud. I wrestle and I'm not in high school. I'm like an assistant wrestling coach, which is like I didn't like choose to do that, but like I just like wrestling and like once you graduate high school, there's like not a lot of places where you can just like go and like wrestle. You know, like there's no such thing as pickup wrestling. You know, so it's like you gotta do that. By the way, I'm not even an assistant wrestling coach. That's just what I tell people. You know, not to like raise eyebrows. It's better than the alternative. You know, like a high school wrestling practice with a guy that's unaffiliated. You know, some kid gets home. He's like, Mom, I learned a new move from Coach Alvaro. She's like, Coach Alvaro, is he one of the new coaches? He's like, no, he's just kind of there. I'm like, is he your age? Is he like doing this as a volunteer position? He's like, no, he's 26. We're pretty sure he's just there to take it out on us. Yeah, but I gotta be honest, I like it. I sucked at wrestling in high school. You know, I was always getting beat up by a kid named Steven. You know, so now it's my turn. I get to beat up 14-year-old kids. I feel like it's my right, you know. I'll hit them with a move. I'll hit them with a single leg takedown again and again and again and again and again and again. And they'll try to like make sense of it. They'll be like, Coach, how did you get into my house at 3 a.m? I'm like, you need to just relax and not freak out about it and just maybe think about manners, a Klondike bar or something. I recently had a new experience recently. I went to a strip club for the first time ever. Thank you, one person. I honestly wish that Bird would come back about now. Get a little bit of praise from a beak and some wings. I like that. No, it was a good experience, you know. It was like a pretty solid 6 hours, you know. To be truthful with you guys, I don't really know if like I am a strip club guy. Like I don't know if that's my vibe. But if I ever do go back to a strip club this time, I'd like really like to go inside. You know? It's better than just like hanging outside in a crop top. That's not appealing. No, I'm kidding. I went inside. Actually, I don't know if you guys go to strip clubs, but like the first thing that I noticed about strip clubs is that I don't think that I like seeing dudes be horny. I've realized that that's not my thing. You know, I saw my first horny dude and his mouth was open. He was staring up at a girl with boobs. I was like, I think I should be elsewhere other than Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, I actually was about to leave and a stripper came up to me and she offered me a lap dance. She like locked in on me, kind of like a lion hunting a gazelle in the wild. She was like, would you like a lap dance, sweetie? And I told her the same thing that I told the cashier when I was 9 years old. And I was like, I have $9 in my pocket. That's all I have to offer. But actually, my buddy covered the lap dance for me. He like paid for it, which was nice of him. And she took me out. By the way, when you're like getting ready, I was like anticipating like the gyration and the booty and all this stuff. I was like excited. I wasn't ready for the small talk. Do you guys know you have to make small talk when you get a lap? Like you have to make conversation. I was like, but do you like being from Missouri? What's it like did you major in stripping? I was just trying to come up with questions or something. I'll say a couple other things before I get out of here. My friend asked me recently, he said, "Hey Alvaro, have you ever told your mom to go fuck herself?" And I know. And I was like, "No, I've never told my mom to go fuck herself, but I have told her that I was fed up with her antics." I was like, "I've had it up to here, Mom, with your antics. Don't ever tell a Spanish woman that you're getting exhausted of her shenanigans, you know? Or that your patience grows weary of her debauchery." Just doesn't work at all. Yeah, anyways. All right, that's all I had to say. You guys have been fantastic. And give it up for, I guess, Satan, guys, all right?